Hello friends and welcome to the kitchen. Today we are doing some cake decorating. I am super excited to try this. It is Thomas's birthday tomorrow. He is my boyfriend and he does not know that I got this in the mail. This is one of his favorite things, so we are going to make it super cute, and I'm very excited to try some new things. We're going to airbrush decorations. Haven't done that yet, but got a new head for my airbrush to give it a go. Let's go. Tonight we are just going to make the cake. Yes, I am using boxed cake. I am capable of making cake from scratch, but it's been a very long week. For various reasons. So we are doing the simple route where I just have to put one thing in a bowl with those things. So welcome my vintage stand mixer. I freaking love this thing. Somehow it still works. This comes off. That was supposed to happen. It's fine. It can also be a blender. I'm just trying to figure out how to attach these. It should be fine. Probably. I've totally used this more than like once. Totally. I know what I'm doing. Huzzah. Cake mix. 1 cup of water. And 3 eggs. And then, last but not least, a half a cup of oil. This is why I love boxed cake mixes, because I don't have to find a million ingredients. And they still taste great. And then I can spend way more time decorating. All right, let's get this baby into action. If I remember how to turn it on. Speed control, please. All done. Super fast. I need to use this thing more often. It's pretty cool. Going to use the Pam baking spray. It has flour in it, so it's a lot easier to get into all of these cracks and crevices. I've never used this stuff before. It seems very thick. I don't know if it's supposed to be that thick, but you know, I guess that's fine. I guess. Yeah, I probably should have preheated the oven to 350. Is there anything in the oven? Yep. Does anyone else use their oven as storage? Okay. My instructions are to fill this 3/4 of the way full. I kind of think I'm actually going to have way more batter than I need for this, so we'll probably be making a bonus cake. That's probably 3/4. Not for you, baby. Guys, look at this fool. He wants it so bad, but you can't have it. He is such a food whore. I would rather these be overfilled and I have to trim them smooth than them not fill up the car all the way. So I'm just gonna do a little bit extra. That's probably good. Okay, What am I gonna do with the rest of this? Tiny springform. Because why not? Stuff is so weird. Huh. I'm like, am I supposed to wipe it off? No. It's just supposed to be that weird and thick. Wee. Okay, so 1 cake box, Phil's cute pan, and tiny springform. That needs to be at 350 before I put it in the oven. So I'm gonna wait for that and let's see how they turn out. Let's take a peek. Okay, I definitely overfilled those. I was gonna give them a little longer. Man, these poofed so much more than I anticipated. But look, this one's cute. Also, I'm really glad I put it in this because there's so much oil that just like oozed out of the bottom of the springform. So, we have cakes. They need to cool. I'll be right back. Let's get them out. This is one of those instances I really wish I owned a real cooling rack. But we are going to do our best. Oh, they're so fluffy. Oh, geez. Oh, okay. Well, they're not stuck in the pan. That's great. Oh, they're so cute. Okay, I guess I'm just gonna... Wow, does that pan work? I don't think I've ever had a cake come out of a pan so easily. Especially a weird shaped pan. The prime. These are gonna be so much fun to decorate tomorrow. The only one that didn't overflow horribly. They're also fun. Oh God, I love them. Hot, 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 hot. Why did I pick up the metal? Whoop. Don't even have to open the spring. Nice. Bonus. Looks like a little hat. Okay, so now that these are all out, I am going to... Okay, so now that these are all out, I am actually going to put them in the freezer because my mother, who's done cake for a very long time, told me that if you want to cut a shape like this in half to like put a filling in it, freeze it first so it doesn't get all crumbly. So that is what we are going to do overnight. I might let these cool a little bit more before I do that, but they're gonna go in the freezer overnight. We're gonna decorate tomorrow. So see you back here then. I lied, I'm back. These haven't been frozen yet. I decided I should probably level these off first, so because they'd be a lot easier to cut through when not frozen. Maybe, I don't know. But we're gonna just chop these bits off before I wrap them up. I'm so excited about this. And yes, there are better tools for this, but I don't have one, so we are using a serrated knife. Man, this tastes good. Can't resist eating it. Now they're gonna get wrapped up and put in the freezer. Good morning, y'all. It is Thomas's birthday. He is at work. We got a few hours to get our tiny train cakes decorated. And you might think, oh my gosh, these are such tiny cakes. Please tell me there's something more. There is. They're going on a brookie. I also have just like excess cake that probably will go on the side. But we're gonna decorate my little train scene. Hopefully the trains fit on top of this. We're gonna find out. Let's get into decorating. First up, let's get one of these bags prepped with just plain old cream cheese frosting. This is not homemade, but it is also not like the frosting you can get in a can. This is made at a cake supply store. So I think it's a little bit better and takes less effort than if I made it myself. I should have got a spatula. I have spatulas. They're right here. But I think I'm gonna do one classic cream cheese colored bag for now. I might end up with more. I'm winging this. Do I have a plan? Slightly. Beyond that, not really. Oh god. There's easier ways to do this. I'm not doing it the easy way. I am doing it the I'm gonna make a mess way. No, you do not get the pure sugar. First thing I want to do. I was originally planning to cut these in half, but I've decided after thinking about it, because they're way smaller than I anticipated, I'm going to bore a hole into them and fill them with the cream cheese frosting, which will work great. Also, if no one's used these little like quick change, they're fantastic. I love them. This is a filling tip, which is why it's so long and skinny. Hoping, because I did not put the frosting in the fridge, it'll be cool enough for it to actually go through this. Who's to say? Haha. Okay. I am not a professional. I just have fun here. Still useful that these are frozen. Hopefully. I have a tube here. This is actually a stand for like layered cakes, but I'm just gonna use it to create my cavity. Just like that. I don't know if that went all the way through, but the point is that there will be some frosting on the inside. And then I have to decide how I'm arranging them, because I do think there's not going to be enough room in here for all 9 of these. Okay, This might be fun. Okay. We are going to take advantage of the plate, and we are going to construct, maybe with a few of these. So we have this cake, and I think I could create like a hill in the corner, and then my train can kind of be going like that. Up the hill, wiggle, 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 something, something, something. This needs to be cut down a little bit. I really wish I owned a cake leveler. I do not. Good news, I'm not actually trying to make like the perfectly smooth cake. That'll be cute.
And this is the part where Jo completely forgot that she in fact was recording this for content, and proceeded to say absolutely nothing for 45 minutes straight. Here we see as she continued her escapades of making holes and filling the choo-choos with her cheesy white cream, until they were aptly brimming with sugary goodness. After she was fully satisfied with filling the cakey consist, she proceeded to lay the foundations of her diabetic hill over the brookie with more icing, before realizing that the grass should instead be green, since it is unfortunately not the holiday season. Having white snow would not make sense in this context. And so, with satisfaction acquired, she stands victorious over her work, but only realizing that she is far from completion.
Okay, so 45 minutes later, I finally have a base and filled trains. I'm doing all of this in frosting because I don't like fondant, so I guess next is time to start decorating the cars, which I realize probably would have been easier like independently, and then maybe not. I've accepted this option, so we're gonna cover them all somehow. Let's keep going.
Jo decided to do another once-over with the Red Twinkie Express with some final trimmings, before lacing the beginnings of what will eventually become a color-coded cacophony of the cargo cavity convoy. Unbeknownst to Jo at the time, the ever-fading life of her cellular device's battery was quickly depleting whilst not being plugged in during the recording session, and had promptly died, losing almost an hour's worth of footage in the process.
Oh look, it's magically colorful. My phone died, so I did this part. I mixed up things. I made some piping bags that are slightly darker than the colors that are on here, and now it is time to get to piping. I did also just put this in the fridge for a while as I was prepping that, because now I can kind of pat down all of these sharp edges without it being so sticky. I enjoy doing this if I'm just doing icing. Rounds things out, gets rid of all of the little like knife strokes. Obviously they're still there. Mostly because I wasn't trying that hard. Because I kind of like the rough, rusticy look. I just want it slightly tapped down. Piping time. I should do the yellow one first because I'm using the same tip. So you always go from lightest to darkest if you're using the same tip. And hopefully this is nice and warm and it comes through this tip. I'm not using the smallest one I own, because I honestly hate piping with the smallest one I own, but Why is he like this? Now that the fun part is over, I get to clean up this whole mess, but I'm not gonna bore you with that. Just know, I'm a messy crafter. Let's jump to the reveal. Almost there. Not yet. 2 seconds. Okay.
I see.
I'll build you a tiny train.
It's a tiny train. Have it like going up a hill too. Oh, that's fun. How'd you? Oh, that's right, because you said you were spray painting it. Okay. Mm-hmm. I understand now. I see.
I went a little hard. I accidentally got too much black on all the other cars, and then I also accidentally turned the grass black, but then I fixed it by just adding more grass. So there's just extra frosting now.
So this hill is like almost entirely frosting, is what you're saying? Okay.
The hill is all the extra red velvet cake.
I see.
That side only has brookie. This is on top of a brookie.
Oh.
But then I was like, I need a hill because the train's not going to fit inside of the container.
So each individual cake or train
is
is a cake.
Look at this cool pan. We just have this pan now.
That straight up
technically
is
part of a Christmas collection.
I see.
But it was really cute. Only 8 of the cars fit on there though, so there is a 9th car in the fridge.
I see.
Yeah, that's when I was like, wait, you can't eat the leftovers. There's a train car in it.
I understand. That's awesome. Thank you, honey.
Can you blow out your candle? Woo! Happy birthday!
Mwah. Thank you, my love.
You like the Pocky train?
Yes. I now understand. Because I'm sitting here like,
What was I
did
gonna
you
do
use
with Pocky?
Pocky for like stilts? Like, how big is this cake gonna be?
Just it's a bunch of teeny tiny cakes.
Yeah.
Each one has a shot of cream cheese frosting through the center.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was gonna cut them in half and like put a layer in, but then I was like, I think that'll with the train. So then I was just like, I'm just gonna shoot frosting into it. I figured we're gonna have to make like a spice cake for Christmas for your mom.
Oh yeah.
With that.
Definitely. That's so funny.
Isn't it cool?
Because they have the locomotive, the coal car, and then you have like
Do you like my
2
chocolate
oil
chip
rigs. Yeah.
Yeah, the other
Hopper
oil rig is
cars.
what's in the
Yeah.
pan. Hee hee.
So funny.
And now I have an airbrush to make it things shiny.
Yeah.
I made the. Can you tell which train I was staring at while I was decorating that? That one.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, there's silver right here. There's little gold bits over on these nubbins. And then it's going through a little meadow.
Yeah. That's so cool. Okay, I need to take a picture.
Yeah.